Aftermath, the scene just outside of Tehran. Officials say the Ukrainian passenger jet went down shortly after takeoff. There were 176 people on board, mostly Iranians, but second in terms of number, Canadians, 63. That plane was a Boeing 737-800 flying from Tehran to Kiev, and we're hearing that flight route via Ukraine is a very popular way to fly from Iran into Canada and other Western countries. Ukrainian officials are already releasing the passenger list. We are beginning to learn where some of the Canadians are from. We're also hearing from Iranian officials that an investigation is underway. But potentially complicating it and possibly adding some uncertainty to the story is the timing of the crash, because it happened just hours after Iran fired missiles targeting U.S. forces in neighboring Iraq. We bring you extensive coverage of both of those stories today, but let's lead off with...
I learned, number one, that Donald Trump doesn't want me to be the nominee. That's pretty clear. He held up aid to make sure that, while at the same time innocent people in the Donbass are getting killed by Russian soldiers. Secondly, I found out that Vladimir Putin doesn't want me to be president. So I've learned a lot about these things early on from these hearings that they're being held. But the bottom line is, I think we have to ask ourselves the honest question.
We have intelligence from multiple sources, including our allies and our own
with one small step.
The evidence indicates that the plane was shot down by an Iranian surface-to-air missile.
When I get there,
This may well
if you
be
were a king up there on your
This new
throne,
information
would you be wise enough to let me go for this queen you think you own? Wants to be a hunter again. I want to see the world alone again, to take a chance on life again. So let me go. The unread book, painful look, TV's on, sound is down. One long pause, then you begin. Oh, look what cats brought in. If you were a king up there on your throne, would you be wise enough to let me go for this queen you think you own? Wants to be a hunter again. I want to see the world alone again, to take a chance on life again. So let me go. Let me leave. For the crown you've placed upon my head feels too heavy now, and I don't know what to say to you, but I'll smile anyhow. And all the time I'm thinking, I want to be a hunter again. I want to see the world alone again, to take a chance on life again. So let me go. I want to be a hunter again. I want to see the world alone again, to take a chance on life again. So let me go.
controversial energy company called Burisma, which has links to the pro-Russian government which had just been overthrown. At the time, some people said that that was a conflict of interest.
Well, Biden has clearly had enough of Trump's attacks already.
He's indicted himself by his own statements. This is not about me. It's not about my son.
Okay, so we're clear on that part of the story. Okay, good, we're done. Here's the thing though. Trump's fusillade of falsehoods draws attention away from this very real fact.
Out of their hands, I had a purpose. Will you still love me tomorrow? Architects. Will you still love me tomorrow? Holocaust. There was a young lady, my wife, who disrespected. And the first day I met her, she had a ribbon around her neck. And she wore that ribbon for years and hit a flute. When I'd ask her to remove it, she'd always have excuse. One stormy night while we were in bed, I snatched the ribbon off and off rolled her head. I laughed myself to sleep, the room spun around like a record.
In the backseat of the pistols, you turn to superhuman tissues. My brain is a computer which launched nuclear missiles. The split 2 1/2, bloodbath, the first and last. When I walk into the room for the draft, I'm cursed and mad. Hurt your staff with a verse in the past. I'm kill grade. Wander cornfields at midnight and drill pain. Still slaves in this drunken parade. Blunts in the rain, realizing I got nothing but chains. Dump in your frame over waterfalls. You spin on your side like Neptune. Gun you down in restrooms. MCs catch flesh wounds on the earlobe. Sip my beer's cold, sometimes appear old. Carrying 7 scrolls, peg-legged and musketeer robes and fear shows. Dirty black pirate, the rap tyrant. Scientist, psychiatrist, drinking attack, clients, track buyers. When I step to the mic, weapon of light, Holocaust. You regretting your life, step in the fight with the humble young merchant, 80 minds in one person. They hop in and out time to time, that's why I'm cursing. Who the fuck jump punks, catch lumps and slump buck, dumbstruck, bench press, dump trucks with one thrust. Run just because you witness the scene. The kerosene that ignites on sight, war machine. It's everything, build a beast for the mind of the
to wake me, not even for a cup of tea. So who could it be now? Who could it be now, Lord? Who could it be now? Knocking on the Rastaman's door. Who could it be now, Lord? Who could it be now? Yes. Who could it be now? Knocking on the Rastaman's door.
There have been ongoing discussions with foreign ministers, senior intelligence and military officials, including the 4th meeting of our incident response group. There have been important developments regarding the potential causes of this deadly crash, developments of which Canadians should be made aware. The news will undoubtedly come as a further shock to the families who are already grieving in the face of this unspeakable tragedy. We have intelligence from multiple sources, including our allies and our own intelligence. The evidence indicates that the plane was shot down by an Iranian surface-to-air missile. This may well have been unintentional. This new information reinforces the need for a thorough investigation into this matter. Canada is working with its allies to ensure that a thorough and credible investigation is conducted to determine the causes of this fatal crash. As I said yesterday, Canadians have questions and they deserve answers.
Weather seller maskman, backwards clever, never embezzler, interstellar bastard, bad, pretty, dastardly city. The Tasmanian devil was called the devil by early European settlers who were terrified by his demonic cries, lost. Yo, all along the horse, score fire wasp. All along the horse, score fire wasp. At last, you crash like the Colossus of Rhodes. Jump away like Toad. Tired of being harassed by your stupid parents. Bionic bomb shelter, subatomic, incoherent lyrics to a comet. It took a day to reach the summit. The high cost of living, Turkey, FANGS giving. I bring lightning, I'm King Pisces of the ocean, just swimming. It never go to extra inning. Friend, I'm the pride of beside Henry Jekyll, much obliged to hide Mr. Edward Hyde. The good witches ride. A Frankenstein can't help to rhyme. I spark and laugh in the dark. A boss, the Holocaust. Gun to concrete island of Alcatraz. Two about to blast. Man, listen, I swallow a gun and go to San Quentin. I catch fire. I catch fire. I catch fire. I catch fire.